I stumbled upon an article last week talking about a new proposal that would essentially allow the IRS or Internal Revenue Service to take a look at your personal banking information as part of your annual tax filing. And obviously that has sparked a lot of conversation online with different opinions across the board. So let's discuss exactly what is being proposed, if it will actually happen, clear up some of the misinformation that is out there, and of course I'll give you my opinion on how I feel about the IRS looking at our banking information. Alright, let's jump right into it. What is going on, everyone? I hope you are all having a fantastic day. Okay, so first of all, I just need to get this out of the way. This video and this channel are not political in any way, and yeah, I will be sharing my opinion on this topic, but as always, my opinion might be different than your opinion, and that is completely okay. So as we get into the topic of today's video, I would love to hear your thoughts on it down in the comment section below. Alright, so the particular article that I stumbled upon is from the Wall Street Journal, which some might say is a little bit biased in one direction, but I have found a number of articles on this topic from several news outlets that cover the entire spectrum of biased reporting. So first let's talk about the facts, and then I will share my opinion on this topic. So essentially, the Biden administration submitted a proposal that would allow the IRS to review banking information for accounts with a balance of $600 or more, or accounts with more than $600 of inflow or outflow transactions each year, which would affect an overwhelming majority of bank accounts. And the Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says that this kind of reporting will help catch what she calls wealthy tax dodgers. Specifically, she said that this plan would reveal, quote, opaque income streams that disproportionately accrue to the top. Now, since then, the U.S. Treasury has amended this initial proposal, raising the transaction threshold to $10,000 from the original $600. But again, for your average household family, you probably have $10,000 coming in or out throughout the year, meaning this would still impact a majority of bank accounts. However, this new proposal does clarify that wage and salary deposits, such as your regular income, would not count towards that $10,000 threshold, and states that banks can round total figures to the nearest $1,000 instead of reporting exact numbers. Okay, so that is loosely what is being proposed, but there are two pieces of misinformation that I feel are being widely misinterpreted. First of all, this is just a proposal, and if you know anything about the US government, then you probably know that they aren't exactly known for efficiently passing proposals. And as a proposal, this means that there is absolutely no change to the written laws, and therefore, unless this were to actually get passed, the proposal means absolutely nothing and has no impact on our lives. The second thing that I know I personally misunderstood when I first stumbled upon this article is that under the existing proposal, this would not allow the IRS to see every single piece of transactional data, like the ridiculous amount of money that people spend at Starbucks, for example, because we all know that we don't want that information to get out. Instead, they would only be able to see the gross inflows and outflows, also known as deposits and withdrawals, that would be broken down into physical cash, transactions with a foreign account, and transactions to or from another account with the same owner. And the last thing that I will say before I get into my own opinions on this proposal is that if you really think about it, this isn't changing or adding any kind of new tax, and really it's just aimed at enforcing the existing law that is already in place and ensuring that the proper amount of taxes are being paid on all streams of income. So other than concerns about your privacy and security of your banking information, which we will talk about in a second, this isn't going to increase your taxes in any way, assuming that you are already properly reporting all of your streams of income and paying taxes on that income. Okay, so with all of those clarifying points that I just made, you might be surprised to learn that I'm still a little bit uneasy about this proposal, and for me and many other individuals, it really all comes down to privacy and security. As someone who has unusual streams of income outside of a regular W-2 job, I would definitely be the kind of person that this proposal is aimed at targeting. But that's not really a problem for me because, again, I very carefully track every single stream of income, and I report all of those things to the IRS and pay my proper amount of taxes at the end of every single year at the federal, state, and local levels. Now, that's definitely not the case for everyone because, let's be honest, the reality is there are definitely individuals out there that take advantage of foreign accounts, hiding income in limited liability companies, and many other loopholes that allow high-income earners to oftentimes forego paying taxes on certain streams of income. But I would still argue that that is a minority of taxpayers, and most individuals, regardless of whether they are low-income, middle-class, or high-income earners, pay the proper amount of taxes on all of their streams of income. So for me personally, and again, this is just my opinion on the topic, something about submitting the total deposits and withdrawals from my personal bank account to the IRS seems a little bit excessive, especially considering how thorough and complex the current tax reporting system already is. Now, add on top of that the fact that the IRS isn't exactly known for having the most secure systems and has had a number of data breaches over the years, and all in all, it just seems like a really bad idea. But that's really only half the issue. The other issue is that the entire argument with this proposal is that this would help increase the government's revenue from taxes by collecting the taxes that are rightfully owed to them, and that's absolutely true. It likely would increase the total revenue of the US government's taxes. Specifically, Secretary Yellen gives an example of someone who might only report $10,000 of income, but has $3 million flowing throughout their checking account throughout the year, and I think most of us would agree that something about that seems a little bit off. So are there scenarios where people are significantly underpaying on their taxes and illegally hiding income? Yes, and this could help resolve that. But again, a majority of people already pay the proper amount of taxes, so it definitely leaves me scratching my head that the argument with this proposal is that we need to collect taxes on these hidden streams of income in order to fund, quote, essential government functions, yet then we go and spend trillions of dollars of money that we definitely do not have. I mean, that's like saying that you have to stop spending $5 at Starbucks every day in order to afford your rent, but then you go out and get a $1,000 car payment. It's just a flawed logic to begin with, and personally, I feel there are much better solutions to the proposed issue of lost tax revenue. So are there individuals that would be caught red-handed by this new proposal? Absolutely, but it's very possible that when one loophole closes, another will open, and in my mind, this could be the start of a very slippery slope, because who knows what information could be part of our tax return down the road. Plus, as someone who reviews bank accounts for a living and therefore has a ton of different bank accounts, I would also have to ask the question, with a threshold of $10,000 per account, what is to stop someone from having 100 different bank accounts and just keeping each account below that threshold? I mean, that sounds insane, but people have done crazier things to avoid paying taxes in the past. So at the end of the day, I'm personally not a huge fan of this proposal. However, I will again remind you that it is just a proposal, and if you are a law-abiding citizen who is properly reporting and paying taxes on all of your streams of income, then yeah, this might be a little overbearing in my opinion in terms of privacy and security, but as long as you are paying your taxes, then really you shouldn't have anything to worry about. But again, it's just a proposal, and personally, I really don't see it getting passed anytime soon, but I do think that it's hilarious that there have been a ton of senators and members of Congress that have come forward in opposition to this proposal, almost like they have many streams of income that might fly under the radar. But nonetheless, I would love to know what you think of this proposal down in the comment section below, and whether you think this is overbearing and will impact our privacy and security, or if you think that this is necessary in order to collect taxes on those hidden streams of income. As always, if you did get value out of this content and you want to help support me, the easiest way to do that is actually by checking out some of my favorite financial tools down in the description below, including one offer from the Points Cashback Debit Card that will currently give you $100 when you sign up and make your first purchase, so definitely check that out using the link in the description. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more content like this in the future, and of course, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it so much. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.